I'm back. It's been a minute, y'all. I haven't seen you in so long. As many of you guys know, I took off the month of January to just try to like reset, get our house back in order. I would say that I was halfway successful. I had great plans to try to tackle like one room a day while I was gone, and that seems feasible. There's 30 days in January, but I did take a trip with my sister, and I was only planning on doing like Monday through Friday type stuff, and I wanted to be able to leave weekends to do like fun stuff with family. Unfortunately, we all got sick. That kind of put a wrench into things, and also I think I underestimated how long that this stuff is gonna take. Honestly, I watched that show, The Home Edit, the other day, and I was like, listen, these ladies have themselves and like a team of 6 women, and it still takes these people 2 days with all 8 of them working to get through like a closet, okay? And so that made me feel a little bit better as to why I was unable to get like an entire room done every single day. I will say that I was a little bit thankful for the illness just because it kind of forced me to have to pause and actually rest. It was nice to be able to actually have a few days where like it was literally the girls and I curled up on the couch and we just watched movies and we didn't do anything. And so, you know, life still has to function during that time. And so I was still trying to keep up with the house somewhat, but I didn't finish. I know that when I told y'all that I was gonna do this, a few of you were like, oh my gosh, I'm so sad that we aren't going to be with you while you do like your clean out stuff or whatever, that you guys really like that kind of content. So I saved my biggest project for last. It's not quite last, there's still some other stuff that needs to get done, but I saved our kitchen for last because it's gonna be a big job, you guys. And so I'll kind of take you in here in a bit. Let's get moving. I'll show you kind of where we're at with it. This morning I was like, oh, I should clean up to show you guys like a nice before image. But then I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna show you a nice before image. I'm gonna show you what it really looks like. And so let me turn this camera around. Okay, here is the true before. I've got my little candle from this morning. We've got a dirty table with some matching game, my water, my coat hung over the thing. This is just externally what we're looking at. It's not bad. It's not like things are like too disorganized outside of the cabinets, but as far as like inside the cabinets, it is bad. So I'm gonna give you guys kind of like an overview, then I will kind of take you through the process that's going on, and we'll get this place looking good, not only on the outside, but also on the inside. Okay, so I'm gonna start over by our fridge and these 2 cabinets over here, kind of by the bathroom. Up here is where we keep our glass storage. There's like some bags and stuff back there, some like empty to-go containers. I'm just gonna try to clean this up a little bit. It doesn't need a ton of work, but down here is probably going to be one of my biggest undertakings. We've got all of these pans back here that we got as a gift for Christmas maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I loved them because they had that copper look on the outside and then they had the non-stick coating on the inside. Well, as y'all know, we are trying to go a little bit more natural these days. So I did the minimal mom thing where you kind of put things out of sight for 6 months to a year and see if you wind up needing them. Well, these have been shoved back here for the entire time we've lived here, and we have never once had to pull one out. The thing that stinks about this pantry area is that it's large, but it's really deep, and so it's hard to see back there. So I would love to be able to get more things on those Lazy Susans so that we can actually see what we have. Down here we've got just some extra cans, and then all of Josh's like workout stuff and extra fruit. Down here, again, I don't even know, it's barely being used. Next, we're gonna come over here by the stove, and we've got a couple pantries up here. Y'all, here's the deal. I organized a lot of this when we moved in, not very well. I did it with 3 other people who organized a little bit differently than I did. But then Josh always just chooses to put things in the most random places. Well, I can never find anything when he offers to help me put away groceries. And so I think I'm just gonna wind up taking out like almost everything. Y'all, this is such a big undertaking, and try to just find the best spot for it. So in here, my goal was to have like some like wine, oil, and vinegar, and like anything that's in that category, salt, But then Josh also puts like some random, you know, soup stuff back there. So who knows? And here I've got coffee and baking stuff. That's all kind of next to the coffee and baking items and our cups and whatnot. You guys, I got these for Christmas and I'm so in love with them. I think that they're beautiful. I searched high and low to find a matching coffee maker and toaster that looked kind of vintage, and I thought that the colors of these were so pretty. And then I just gotta clean up back here. In here, obviously, we've got some dishes from breakfast this morning, but I did buy a new caddy over here that matches our dishes. Over here, it's like that Hearth and Hand brand. I'm thinking about replacing all this stuff, which stinks because I've always really liked this. I do think it kind of matches our style and everything. I don't necessarily love that it says country style tools on it, but a lot of times I just have it turned around this way. I also bought some new bottles to be able to pour these into. And so we're gonna see if that makes it look nicer. Let me know what you think looks better. Up here we've got all of our like pans and cookie sheets that are kind of stacked on top of each other. This is like always falling down, so I don't know if there's a better solution to do that. Under here we've got cereals. This is a total mess. So this was meant to be kind of like our dry goods pantry down here. So we've got like cereal and breakfast stuff. Right here is supposed to be like rice and crackers and more, but we can't put anything on our bottom. Ivy got into our trash bags. We can't put anything on the bottom though, because every once in a while mice will get in here and they can go on the bottom shelf, but they can't get up to the top shelves. So welcome to our house. Right now it's just a hot mess. Like I said, we've got like deep shelves, but you can't even see anything at the moment. And then under here, we've got just more kind of like tumblers. You guys, look at this. This is my life. Some of you guys are like, how are you so organized? And I'm like, dude, I'm not. Honestly, I've never even noticed how dirty our cabinets are until I'm filming this. This is so bad. We also had a leak under here when our pipes froze over Christmas time. Our pipes are currently frozen at the moment too. So that's the joys of living in an old house. Gonna show you guys these for now. Again, this is like our junk drawer. That is gonna be a total headache. This is all of our baby stuff, but Josh just bought these new tumblers, and so I'm gonna try to see if I can convince him to let us get rid of all of these like plastic things. This is our most random drawer. It's like knives and hot pads. I need to go to the grocery store today and get our fridge organized. So yeah, that's what the plan's gonna be. Well, it is the next day here. I don't know about you guys who are stay-at-home moms, but I feel like my day is just eaten up by children. Yesterday I had all of these ambitious plans to be able to get through at least part of our kitchen. Literally, I filmed the intro to this, took inventory of our kitchen, went to the grocery store, had to get an oil change, and by the time that I got back to the house, I couldn't even unload before it was time to go get Rosie from school. And then Josh called me and I needed to meet him in Omaha so that he could have a little daddy-daughter date with her, and literally my whole day was lost. So we're starting over. We did wind up putting groceries away like in the middle of the night last night, and of course I did not even think about filming anything. And I think now I'm gonna start with cleaning out the fridge and then move on to our cabinets. So let's get started. Okay, so this is where we're starting out. It's not bad. We don't have like a ton of old food or anything in here, or even that much food, but it's just kind of become a disorganized mess. And so I'm gonna see if I can take everything out, wipe down the shelves, and then put it all back in an organized manner. Okay guys, a little hack I was gonna show you is that I learned this from the Fly Lady cleaning system, but it's to set a timer to motivate yourself to get things done. I feel like things tend to like eat up my whole entire day. And so right now, to get my whole fridge cleaned out, I'm gonna give myself 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna see how long it takes me to like wipe everything down, and then I'm gonna give myself another 10 minutes to get it all put away. So I don't know if I've ever talked about this before, but the cleaner that I use is just like the basic one that everybody uses. So it's water, vinegar, and then essential oils. The ones that I use is like Thieves, but it's not really Thieves. It's the wannabe Thieves. I got off Amazon. It's called Thief. I was cleaning and Ruby asked for a little yogurt. And then what happened? The whole what? The whole thing fell out. So we had a little bit of an accident, but that's okay. Okay, so I kind of wanted to show you guys something. Something that I like to do in our house that I feel like really makes a difference in our kitchen is like, instead of just having all of the cheese sticks in the cheese stick plastic pouch, I like to have this like little ceramic jar that I put them in, and it just kind of displays them in. You want some cheese? Can you give her a little bite, please? It just kind of makes it a little bit more appealing for the kids. So another thing that I do is that I put all of our creamer into this like cute little crock, and I also, she sees the chocolate milk. And I also, our cilantro is looking pretty bad right now, but I always put our cilantro in a little thing too. Usually it looks a lot happier than this, but you know, not today. Trees. Trees. Even things like grapes, I like to just display them in a bowl so that they're easy for the kids to be able to open up the fridge and just be able to grab them out. We have so many fruits and vegetables in this house that we don't have enough room for them all down in our fruits and veggies thing. So I usually try to keep the vegetables down there and then keep the fruits on like a main level so they're easy to see. Okay, so here's where we landed. We've got our milks over here, heavy creamers back there, some soup base, applesauce, cilantro, jam, and then I've got our creamer right here. And then up here, I've got all of our berries and eggs, kind of some breakfast stuff. So some cinnamon rolls, crescent rolls, yogurts, and cream cheese. And here I've got little snacks for the girls. We eat lots of hummus with either carrots or red peppers. And then we keep like our yogurts and whatnot up here. And then we've got leftovers right here. I like to keep these all in one spot, and then some easy snacks right here. And then all of our fresh fruits and vegetables down in here, mostly vegetables right now. And then down here we've got lunch meats, cheeses, Alaska kielbasa, some tortillas and stuff under there too. And then the way that we have our side is organized is butter and cream cheese up here. We've got some of like our little drinks and whatnot here. We've got all of our Asian sauces right here. And then we've got like salad dressings and like hamburger stuff. And then like Miracle Whip mayonnaise, salsas, jelly, Parmesan cheese. Oh, and our juices down below. Okay, so now we're moving on to what I think is gonna be one of the more challenging parts of this kitchen makeover, clean out, whatever you wanna call it. And it is this side pantry. So I'm gonna actually pull out everything on this, wipe down the insides, and then I'm gonna try to put it back in a way that's a little bit more organized than this. Okay, so one of my kind of bad habits that I have is that I save to-go containers because we're often sending meals with families who have like just had babies or illnesses or something like that. So I tend to hold on to these, but something that I want to do that I probably won't get done today is I would like to just buy one of those like container stacks, you know, where they're all the same size with lids and whatnot, but they're like cheap and you can give them away without having to worry about somebody returning them to you. So this is where we ended up for food storage. We've got a few of these. We are supposed to have 3 of these and 3 of these big ones, but one of these broke the other day. And the other one is currently in the fridge. And then we've got these right here. So this is actually all of this food storage that we have for our whole family of 5. And I see people all the time that have just tons of Tupperware just floating around in their cabinets. And honestly, like my thought is that why have more Tupperware in your cabinets than what you can fit in your fridge? We really try to not waste any food in our family. And if we're running low on food storage containers, then that means that we don't need to be cooking more. We need to be eating the food that's in our fridge at the time. Okay, so something that I'm just realizing right now is that we have like all of our canned goods on this second level right here. But I'm realizing that there's way more space up on this upper level. It's more eye level and you can see into it way better. So I think I'm actually gonna move up all of our canned goods from down here to up a little bit higher. Sometimes Josh will buy stuff like this in a pack and he always likes to just like rip it open and throw it back in there. But I like to take each individual thing out. I feel like it just looks so much better when things are taken out of packages and it takes up way less room. Okay, so I have to be a little bit quieter now because the girls are officially down for naps, but we have everything organized. So up here we still have our storage containers, and then back here, I know that this looks like a mess, but it's not. I have like all the stackable stuff towards the back, all our main like peas, green beans, black beans, tomatoes, and soups back here, some random extra cans of whatnot over here, and then the peanut butter, which we're always reaching for. And then back here, say hey Russ, and back here we've got like extra sauces and whatnot in the back and broths. And then because we go through so many apples, I'm gonna store some more of our apples in here. We also always keep them on the table. And then down here I have all of Josh's like workout stuff that I have no idea what any of it is. And then the crock pot. So what did you say you wanted to help out with today?
Organizing our snack closet.
Funny that you think it's a snack closet.
I forgot what it's called.
So I think we need to figure out some zones here. So we've got some animal crackers. Hey, ironstone bowl that just landed in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through here and just try to figure out a better organization plan. You know what? I don't know if you guys are eating these Rice Krispies, so maybe we can make Rice Krispies treats out of them. Would that be good?
Can we organize but also like cook?
So we're gonna try to figure out zones. We've usually done like cereal on this top one. The one that we need to be the most careful about is this third one because Ivy can reach this one, and we've been putting like the rice and whatnot on that one, and it's too easily accessible for her. She'll just like put her hands in and pull it all out.
I am working on the second shelf right now, and I just got it done.
Okay, so this area is looking better. All of this up here, I honestly need to keep all of it because it's just like a couple cutting boards, you know, a serving platter, 2 pans, one that was like my grandmother's, a cookie sheet, and then some strainers, and we need all that stuff. So I'm gonna wind up keeping it all. Under here, I did try to keep it to just breakfast items. We've got some granola, cereal, our syrup, and then some little like breakfast bars and stuff if we are in a hurry. Then down here, we've got all of our rice and noodles. So we've got some pasta in here, penne, angel hair, and then back here we kind of have some like hamburger helper type meals, and then some like rice-a-roni type stuff over there. And then down here is just all of our crackers. We've got wheat crackers, animal crackers, graham crackers, and then chocolates for when we do s'mores in the backyard. And then down here is just vinegar and trash bags and a couple of mouse traps back there. So we don't need any unwanted visitors in this house. So if you're saying that this doesn't look like a lot for 5 people, it's pretty true. I try to just keep our groceries to a minimum and just kind of buy what we eat and then eat what we have and then buy more. Something that I actually never addressed when we made the move was our junk drawer. I literally just moved the junk from our old house. I moved it straight into this drawer without ever doing any like decluttering or anything like that. But we're gonna have to address it now and get through it. So I've got some organizers in here, as you can see. They are deep beneath a bevy of items. So I'm gonna have to go through here, kind of sort out into piles and then put them back in. What should I put on the timer for this one? Should I see if I can get it all taken out in 10 minutes and if I can get it all put back in 15? I feel like 25 minutes that sounds like enough time for one drawer, but Lord knows I will mess this up. So let's get started. Let me get the timer. All right. Yeah, trash. Just grated my finger on this. Rosie's first birthday invitation. I can't get rid of it. Thank you.
Mom.
Oh my gosh, I just bought another one of these. I didn't realize that I had one in here. I wonder if it works. It works. So far, I've scraped my finger on this, slightly burned it. I cut my finger on the blade on this, and I grated my finger with the cheese grater. So we're off to a really strong start.
She's a really good mom.
You are so sweet.
What are you saying this to?
It's gonna go on YouTube. Maybe the ladies on YouTube will say hi.
Really?
You think they'll say hi back to you after we upload this? Yeah, I bet you they will. Okay, I'm gonna have to look back at the footage because I literally can't fit these back together, and they were fine going in. Oh, okay, I did it though. I did it. Okay, should we set the timer again?
Yeah.
What do you want to, will you set it for 15 minutes for me? Thank you. You show everybody? We got 15. Thank you.
Our baby is whining. Baby!
Okay, so I heard that it's actually not best to sort by category, but actually by size when it comes to these like junk drawers. So I'm gonna try to see if I can do that. Okay guys, that took me 5 minutes. I really thought this was gonna take a long time. However, I still have a lot of stuff that I think I realized just doesn't even belong in the junk drawer. It belongs in other places. Like a lot of this belongs with tools, or I actually have another drawer that's like specifically for cords. So I just put a couple in here. But here is my after. I've got just kind of like measuring cups and matches and a couple bottle openers in here, potato peeler, and then some other, all of our batteries right here. Pot holders and some other just random kitchen tools that are like smaller right here. And then our cords. And that's it really. This one is done, and next I'm going to tackle the kid cup drawer, which is always a mess. But thankfully Josh just bought these for us the other day, and it's like a big game changer because they're stainless steel, and that's what I've always wanted. So we have 2 of these, and I'm thinking about just getting rid of any of these plastic things and seeing if we can go with all glass and stainless steel and see if Josh will be okay with it. All right, and this is where we landed with this drawer. Lord knows I could use some separators in this, but I don't have it anymore. But I've got all these little glass bottles. I got these from IKEA, and the girls really like them. They've dropped them 1,000 times, and not one of them has ever broken. I've got these little lidded jars that we got from a local vendor here in town. I am looking for more of these like little glass mason jars for the girls to be able to drink out of, just like on a regular basis. And then I did wind up saving 2 of these little plastic ones. I've got this vintage Tommy Tippy one that my mom got me, and then just a plastic sippy cup or whatever. But we're trying to bring Ivy out of the sippy cup phase, and then Ivy took the other one, but we're gonna just keep these in here as well. So we've got those 2 stainless steel ones that'll go right there for, you know, today, and it'll probably all crash over and never be the same. Next, I'm gonna tackle these 2 cabinets. So there's this one and this one. They're kind of similar things. Like we've got the stove right here, so it's a lot of like spices. And then up here is just some like random stuff. And then we've got like some popcorn. We've got our coffee back here, salt, and then like flour, sugar extras back there, more than what we keep up here. Yes, I'm just gonna get this organized and looking a little bit better. Okay, I think I finally got this all figured out. I decided against filming any of this, but basically I've got our sections here. I've got like some baking stuff, so like corn muffin mix, chocolate chip mix, pumpkin mix, and then a few like little kisses and stuff. And then I've got like some honey and hot chocolate bombs over here. Here I've got like our fiber stuff, pancake mix, taco seasoning, tomato base, little baking sodas. I've got some cornstarch back there, and then like onions and a thing of extra salt, Kleenex, and then down here I have like all of our basic spices, all of the grilling spices, and then some like the bigger stuff that I couldn't really fit in there. So boom, here's this cabinet over here. This actually is like some leftover Halloween candy that we are just hiding from the kids. We've got our Ninja blender and our bowl, and then down here I have things organized into vinegars, oils, and then there's like a couple little bottles of wine back here. And then over here we've got our baking stuff all up on this top one. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do a ton of baking. And then we've got flour, sugar, and brown sugar here, and then anything that has to do with like coffee or drinks or whatever all go in this little cabinet. So you guys, I finally did it. I'm so proud of myself right now. everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining me in my home clear out, clean up, organize video today. This video took so long. It actually took like 5 days. I thought it was gonna take like a day and a half or 2 days. These things always take me forever. I don't know if there's any of you out there that struggle with the same stuff that I do, but for some reason, everything that I think should take 5 minutes takes 5 hours. So I'm gonna wrap up this video by just showing you guys a few kind of before and afters. After all the work that we put into this, I feel like we deserve to have some like satisfying before and after pictures. So I will show you guys those and then I will see you guys next time. Bye.